So we are still on the structures of the cervical vertebrae, and we've looked at the first cervical vertebrae, which is the atlas. Now the second cervical vertebrae is what we call the axis, and as you can see, the axis, this is the dorsal view of the axis, whereby you can be able to recognize the presence of an odontoid process, the anterior articular facets, then we have the posterior articular facet. So this is the anterior view of the what you call the axis. So you can see the posterior articular facets are here at the back. These are the anterior articular facets. Then this is what we call the odontoid process. This is the odontoid process. So these are anterior articular facets are going to provide a surface area for attachment with the first bone, what you call the atlas. Then the odontoid process is the one that articulates with the first bone, what you call the atlas. So let me just demonstrate how the articulation with the first bone occurs. Now this is the first bone, what you are calling the atlas, the first bone. Now this atlas, when it is articulating with the second bone, and this is the second bone that we call the axis, this is the manner in which they are going to be articulating. So that is the articulation of the atlas with the axis. So you can be able to see that the axis is the one that is always going to be bringing about the rotary movement of the head when the odontoid process articulates with the atlas. So you can be able to rotate your head. The first bone, what we are calling the atlas, was making us to nod the head, up and down movement, up and down movement. But the second bone, what we call the atlas axis, when it articulates with the first bone, what we call the atlas, like that, you can be able to rotate your head. You can be able to rotate your head like that. So that is what we call the axis, the importance of the axis. And that is a very key distinctive feature of the axis. Yes. Rotary movement of the head. So that is the manner in which it articulates with the atlas on the front parts. Then when you look at the back parts, yes, this is always the back parts. You can be able to see there is that neural spine which is long. So the neural canal is still there for the passage of the large spinal cord. Then of course we have the vertebratal column on both of the sides. So this is the anterior view of the axis, whereby you can be able to see the neural spine. This is the neural spine. The neural arc is at this particular point. Then we got the neural canal, this space that is found here. Then for the passage of the spinal cord. Then we got the vertebratal canal, these spaces, these openings on either side of the bone. Then we have what we call the odontoid process. This is the odontoid process that is articulating with the atlas so that the head can be able to rotate. Then, of course, we have the facets here, over here. So this is the anterior view of the second bone of the cervical vertebrae, what you call the axis. So when I view it, or I have a look at it anteriorly, I'll be able to view those particular parts.